Well, I've owned a number of clubs. I've owned 5 nightclubs. But the Pink Toothbrush has always been my favourite. It's always been it's the first club I bought.
The first time I walked through the doors here, it just felt like, it sounds cheesy, but it felt like home. We know what we are. We're an alternative club and we give people what they want.
We are the longest running nightclub in the UK. We've never pandered to being mainstream.
The different genres of music that were being played are kind of all within that sort of alternative spectrum.
To be fair, my favourite part's the music.
A lot of drinking, a lot of late nights, a lot of discussion, and the name, the Pink Toothbrush, was thought up, and it survives today. Certainly does, doesn't it?
I was never into chart music. I was always drawn away from things that were not in the chart and not dressing like everyone, the casuals and all that at that time. I was always something different for me. And when I started coming here, the music was what I liked, the people were what I liked, and I just asked one night if I could help out doing door work.
All of a sudden, I was surrounded by the most colourful and interesting looking people. And the music was fantastic, but it was also music that I wasn't hearing in any of the other clubs. And the people that were here, I wasn't seeing them in other clubs, and it just felt special. And I remember driving home one night and saying to my mate, I need to play records in that club.
When we started out at Crocs, it was very much a glamour club. It was electro, and it was all new and futuristic, and then it sort of turned over a little bit, harking back to sort of the punk days and getting into the sort of goth region, and more of like the Clash, the Jam, all that sort of thing. Then into the mid-80s, it all changed around a little bit. It started getting more indie, and then you had the big explosion of the Manchester and all the grunge and the shoegazing and things like that. Which we were going along with the bands that we were putting on as well. And then in the 90s, obviously, the whole Britpop thing exploded, and we were at the forefront of that as well.
Seeing the alternative scene absolutely explode around the mid-90s with the kind of Britpop explosion of Blur and Oasis, and some of them times there just really stick in my head. The club was absolutely heaving every single weekend. That really jumps at me as a real boom time for us, and it set us on a trajectory ever since then.
Watching the music scene change across the world and across Essex maybe, but we've never changed our policies here.
I like the music, but it's all about the Rodneys.
We have a drink called a Rodney, and that was invented probably 20 or so years ago now. And if you've been here, chances are somebody said, have a pint, have a Rodney.
I love the Rodneys. The Rodneys are really good. We've got good Rodneys.
It's like a legend. You hear the word Rodney and you're like, what's that? What's that about?
On the bar staff are always coming up with some ideas for a cocktail or for this or that. And one of the barmen one day came up with a Rodney. We named it after him. His name was Rod.
If you do not know what a Rodney is, it is the best drink on earth. Rodneys are the best brand. It's a serious drink. The Rodneys are the shit.
We've spoke to clubbers that have gone out to Ibiza, or they've gone to Australia and they've gone in a bar and people are selling Rodneys. There's Facebook appreciation groups for the Rodney.
They've become a worldwide drink, believe it or not. From a sticky little place like this, it's Come, well, do I drink?
We don't rip the kids off. We don't rob the customers. We keep things real. We keep a sensible door price.
Everyone comes here, they can dress how they like. You can be yourself.
As a promoter, you always have them worries that we're going to open the door and no one's ever going to show. Thankfully, that's never happened. 3 most important ingredients of the Pink Toothbrush. It's the staff. The staff get it. They really get what we're about. The customers, because without them, we're nothing. They've been so faithful to us for 40 years.
I have many good memories of this club and hopefully many more.
I've got an extended family that work here and club here.
The music that we play, the vibe that we're creating here, and obviously the customers that come in. They make the atmosphere, and it all gels together, and it's a great thing.
You'll find that anyone that you speak to that works at the club will refer to us as a family, and that's so true.
We're like a big family.
It's just like one big family, we're all happy to work together.
The Friday night DJ, Darren, his son is now a Friday night DJ as well. It's, you know, the generations keep moving, and we've got people that joined this club many years ago, as, you know, to come in as, initially as a glass collector. He's been here 20 years, you know, I've been here 30 years, the other DJ's longer. And from my experience of working in other clubs over the years as well, nobody's got that. And I think that really sets us aside from anywhere else.
Up north, down south, get yourself to the Pink Toothbrush, because it is amazing.
To encapsulate it all, it's joy.